SHALAM Oklahoma-Sabbath service. First priest, Amajum. State your registry.
Gabawar Bakar, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yasharala.
Gabawar Bakar, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yasharala.
Yabashim Yahushua Barakatah.
Yabashim Yahushua Barakatah. Step up. We are in the library, so we won't be blowing the horn or drinking the wine. We're going to get straight into the prayers. Amajum, which means to rise. Wapungwa Hakwadam means to turn and face the east. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawu. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakaka. Gaba'ah. Ratazayaka. Hayah. Aisha. Ba'arataza. Kawa. Hayah. Bashamayim. Lathan. Lanawa. Lakam. Call. Yawam. Wasalakanawa. Kawafinawa. Kasalakanawa. Kawafinawa. Wala'ah. Tabayanawa. Banasaya 1. Abal. Hawashayanawa. Mayan. Right. Kaya. Laka. Hamalaka. Wala'ala. Wataparth. Lawalayim. Aman. In the English, you read in the English word.
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. The power and the glory. Forever so be it.
Hakat, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'ashim Yahushua. Baba Kashah. The Thamanawa. Hakat. La Napa'ah. Call Makawa. Call Madawa. Hakat. Latahar. Hamatazavayim. Hakat. Lahathium. Hamathium. Hakat. Al Gakawat. Hatama. The Gershon. Bahashim. Yahusha. The water Aman. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse. The lepers. The power to raise. The dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out in the name of Yahushua. Thank you, so be it. Blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh. Why Yahushua? Wam Yaka Allah. Wa Lahayim. Matazah Alawat Yahana. Halawathiim. Hazarayim. Ha Kodazayim. Hakayayim. Waha Kwathiim.
Halawakim.
Yahweh. Bahashim. Yahusha.
The water Aman. Bless you, Yahweh. And Yahushua. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General Yohana. The generals. Captains. The officers. The troopers.
and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Yasha'ah.
Ayanya. Ahahorium. Mahayan. Yaba'ah. Azariah. Ma'ayin. Yahweh. Aisha. Shamayam. Wa'arataza. Ayathan. Lamawat. Magolgul. Ayanawam. Shamaraka. Hana. La'ah. Yalawam. Wala'ah. Yashashan. Shalamah. Asra'ala. Yahweh. Shamaraka. Yahatwat.
Tazaraka.
Ayad. Yamyaka. Yawamam. Hashamash. La'ah. Yakaka. Wayarak. Ba'alam. Yahweh. Shamaraka. Makal. Rai. Yashamar.
Namaska.
Yahweh. Yashamar.
Tazawakia. Babuwakia.
Ma'aita. Wayam. Awalam.
I will lift up mine eyes.
Unto
the hills. From whence cometh my help?
My help
cometh from the Lord.
My help cometh from Yahweh.
Which made heaven and earth.
He
will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He
He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The
Lord is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
The
Lord shall preserve thee.
Yahweh shall preserve thee
from all evil.
He
shall preserve thy soul.
The
Lord shall preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
And thy coming in.
From
this time forth. And even forevermore.
I'm going to do one Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
O Yahweh. For lo,
thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel. Against thy people. And consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come. Well, let us cut them off. From being a nation. That the name of Israel may be no more of remembrance. For they have consulted together. With one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom. And the Ishmaelites of Moab. And the Hagarim. Gabal. And Ammon. And Amalek. The children of Lot. Salakia. The Philistines. With the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them.
And also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot. Selah. Do unto them. As unto the Midianites.
And unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
And to Sarah.
At to Jabin.
At
the brook of Kasam. Which Paris had endured. They became as done before the earth. Make their nobles like a red. And like Z. Yea. All the princes. As Zeba. And as Amunah. Who said, let us take to ourselves the house of Yahweh in possession.
Let us take to ourselves the house of Yahweh in our possession.
O my power. Make them like a wheel. As they stumble before the wind. As the fire burneth the wood.
And
as the flame set the mountain on fire.
And this flame that burned the mountains on fire.
So persecute them.
So persecute them
with thy tempest.
With thy tempest.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
And let them make afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
They may seek thy name.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
In trouble.
In trouble.
Forever.
Forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou.
Whose name alone.
Is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
Art the most high.
Art the most high.
Over all the earth.
Over all the earth.
Sar, which means to turn. The Shabia, which means to be seated. All right. Like I said, man, this is the Isupk Oklahoma-Sabbath service. We're going to get it in the Hebrew. Let me get this camera. Hey, should I scoot over so? This way. All right, right there. Okay, we're going to get in the Blue Letter Bible. We're going to start at Deuteronomy. This is in the Blue Letter Bible, so get your Blue Letter Bible out. If you wonder where we're reading from, we're going to get it in the Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? In the Blue Letter Bible, in the Assyrians. You understand? This is the way you can get better at reading Hebrew. You know, reading sentences. If you want to look up a word, you know, you can look it up in the Blue Letter Bible. I can get yours set up real quick. Go to Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy chapter 15, verse 1.
It's like you said, what chapter again?
Deuteronomy chapter 15, verse 1. You're gonna start right there.
Okay.
Deuteronomy. There you go, boy. So I'm gonna start first. I'm gonna read 7 in Hebrew, 7 in English, and you're gonna switch and read the 7 and just read it the best you can.
Okay.
Deuteronomy chapter 15, verse 1 in the Hebrew.
Okawa.
No, you ain't gotta read it. No, you Sabai. Shanayim. Dasha. Samatha. Verse 2. And some words you might understand and you might be familiar with. Right. You're gonna do like, okay, I know that word. Like Mashah means Moses. You're gonna see that a lot in the scripture. And then you just look over and like, okay, all right, Aaron, you know what I'm saying? And it's like Mashah, Moses, and Aaron are like the same, even though it's in Hebrew.
Okay.
Like Aaron be like Aaron, something like that in Hebrew.
Kind.
So verse 2. Wazah. And wa be like and. So you see a wa in the beginning of a sentence, or sometimes it's and. Most of the time it's and. So wazah and this. The bar. Hashamatha. Shamawath. Call. Baal. Mashah. Yadal, Ashar, Yasha. Wow. It's like a lot of times, you might not say the word, but you're gonna know the character. So you know what I'm saying.
That's what I'm trying to get down, trying to understand.
Yeah. I know the characters: Ba, Ra, I, Ha, and Wa.
Right.
And sometimes it's hard to enunciate it. You know what I'm saying. That's why you got the men above you.
Right.
La'ah. Yagash. Ath. Ra'ai. Hawa. Wa'ath. Akayal. Kaya. Kwara. Shamatha. La Yahweh. You see La. A lot of times you got La. We could be the, like La Yahweh, the Lord. Okay. You know what I'm saying? La, you know that word. See, understand? You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, you might see something that you already know that you've been studying.
Right.
That's Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? La Yahweh. Verse 3. Ah. Hanakaraya. Kagash. Washar. Yahweh. No, Shalaki. Yahya. Laka. Ath. Akayak. Kashamak. Yadak. Verse 4. Apak. Kaya. La'ah. Yahya. Call. Abba Yawan. Kaya. Karak. Yabaraka. Yahweh. Ba'aratazah. Ashar. Yahweh. Allah Hayam. Nathan. Laka. Nakala. Lavasada. Verse 5. Aqua. Samawad. Tashamai. Bakuwal. Yahweh. Alahayan. Lashamar. Ab. Call. Hamatazawa. Hazaa. Ashar. Anakaya. Matazawan. Hayawam. Verse 6. Kaya. Yahweh. Alahayan. Kawakan. Kashar. Dabar. Laka. Wahai Bata. Gawayam. Rabayam. Wata. La'a. Ta'aiba. Wamashallah. Bagarayum. Ramayam. Wabak. La'a. Yamasha. Lawa. Sa. You want to get into English? Lucky, so you want to take a class? Go. So now we're going to get Deuteronomy Chapter. We're going to start at 1. In Deuteronomy Chapter 15, verse 1.
You want me to read it, sir? Come. Deuteronomy chapter 15, verse 1. At the end of 7 years, thou shalt make a release. Verse 2. And this is the manner of the release. Every creditor that lendeth aught unto his neighbor shall release it. He shall not exact it of his neighbor or of his brother, because it is called the Lord's release. Verse 3. Of a foreigner thou mayest exact it again, but that which is thine with thy brother, thine hand shall release.
Salaam, sir. If I could, ain't they talking about land? About, I forgot how it goes, but if you had a land back then, and I don't know how to explain it, but I know at certain times, like let's say if you or sold it or something happened to it, you get it back eventually, All right, keep on reading.
Come. Verse 3. Oh, Salaki. Verse 4. Save.
Salaki. Deuteronomy chapter 15.
Verse 4, sir. Verse 4. Save when there shall be no poor among you, for the Lord shall greatly bless thee in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee for an inheritance to possess it. Verse 5. Only if thou carefully hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God to observe to do all these commandments.
Hold on, what did it say?
To observe to do all these commandments, which I command thee this day. I thought the laws
would do away with, though.
Come on, sir. To observe to do all these commandments, which I command thee this day.
So the Lord is telling you to observe the laws, study them. You know what I'm saying? The Christian church is telling you that the laws are do away with. You understand? And we wonder why we're in the situation we're in today. We wonder why we are getting slaughtered and our children are dying growing up. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't want to observe the laws. You know what I'm saying? We know nothing of the law.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We thinking it's okay. You know what I'm saying? We just ask God for forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? Which that's causing us to the slaughter. You know what I'm saying? Our children don't even know the high holy days. They don't even know that today is the Sabbath service. Besides the children in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Read on.
Verse 6. For the Lord thy God blessed thee, as he promised thee, and thou shalt lend unto many nations, but thou shalt not borrow, and thou shalt reign over many nations.
Understand? And that's heavy what it's bringing out, because if we obey the Most High, man, we should reign over all these nations, man. Like you know, we should be ruling right now.
Right.
You understand? We should not borrow. But right now, we got to go to the oppressor for hunger and for thirst. You understand?
Right.
And they rule over us because we don't want to keep the law, statute, commandments, man. You understand? Like we want vengeance, right?
Right.
But we don't want to keep the law, statute, commandments, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to work to get it.
Right.
We all want vengeance. We all want, you know, for the oppressor to pay for what he done.
Right.
But we don't want to keep the law so that can happen. You know what I'm saying? We don't.
And thou shalt reign over many nations, but they shall not reign over thee. Verse 7. If there be among you a poor man of one of thy brethren within any of thy gates in thy land which the Lord thy God giveth thee, thou shalt not hearken thine heart.
You should not harden your brother, man. You should not harden to that homeless man you see out in these streets, another black man just like you, man.
Right.
You shouldn't harden your heart towards them, man.
Right.
And it was funny because one time we was at camp, right? And, you know, we got the priests and prophets. We out there, you know, we with the people.
Right.
And then, you know what I'm saying, we got our donation buckets, right? But we know we talking about the oppressor. You know, here come a sister, man. Get the feeling all bad for the oppressor.
Right.
Giving them money, giving them hugs, and you know what I'm saying.
Right.
We trying to help our people.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? She's turning she's hardening her heart against her own people, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord said not to harden your heart towards your people. He didn't say the oppressor.
Right.
The hell with these goddamn oppressors. You can drop dead, man.
Right.
If you homeless today, man, that's your fault, man.
Right.
You got all the privileges to be on top, man.
Right.
And then they got the nerve to ask a black man for some money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you always got a homeless white man asking you for some money.
Right.
But you know why? Because their own won't look out for their own. You know what I'm saying? He can't ask another white man.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? They get away from me, you creep.
It's sad when you can't go to your own people.
Right. Yeah, man. Yeah. You know.
Nor shut thy hand from thy poor brother.
Hold on, where we at?
Verse 8 at the end of verse 7, sir.
Read that again.
Nor shut thy hand from thy poor brother.
Read on.
Verse 8. But thou shalt open thy hand wide unto him, and shalt surely lend him sufficient for his need.
Damn right. And that's the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, man.
Damn
we
right.
got food programs all across the country. We got clothes program, man. You understand? And we look out for the poor, man. You understand? Now, if he say, "Oh, let me get $2, you know, to go buy some cigarettes," we ain't gonna give it to him. No. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you shouldn't have told us that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The Lord Scripture said in Leviticus 19:17, not to suffer sin upon your brother, man.
That's right.
So me buying him cigarettes, letting him sin, man.
Right.
I'm allowing him to sin.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't do that in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, man.
Right.
We don't.
In that which he wanted. Verse 9. Beware that there be not a thought in thy wicked heart.
You know.
Saying.
And Shalaki, in the heart means mind.
Right.
So be not a thought in thy wicked mind. You understand? We don't.
Saying, the 7th year, the year of the release is at hand, and thine eye be evil against thy poor brother.
Now I know what it is. For it's talking about, like I said, it's talking about that land. You know, like every 7 years, I want to say you gotta give unto the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, I know I'm a little bit off topic, but I remember reading this. But I know like every 7 years, you got to give something to the Lord, unto the Lord. And it's saying, Like, don't be stingy now. You know what I'm saying? Now here come that 7 years. You know what I'm saying? Now that's when they turn their mind, their thoughts turn wicked. Right. You know what I'm saying? Against the poor. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. And let's look at America. Think about it in today's time, man. Mm-hmm. Man, they throwing food away. We got food in every goddamn dumpster, man. Like one time, man, it was I think it was some kind of video on Facebook, and they was showing how much food that was in the trash can, man. Mm-hmm. Enough to feed the damn nation. Right. You understand? Right. And it's so wicked because even in Oklahoma City, you know, they make it a hard time for us to give to the poor. Right. You know what I'm saying? So now you got to get licenses, and you know, and we gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Everything they throw at us, we gonna overcome it. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how wicked they are, man.
And Salakia, sir. I think they have a system in place for like your credit. You know, for every 7 years, something falls off your credit. Right. I think the suppressor gets that from actual scriptures. You know what I mean? I think they get that program from the actual scriptures. Damn right. Every 7 years something falls off your credit. Sir. And I think they do have a rule, sir, that some of these restaurants, they say they can't give out that food that they just cook. I read for a couple restaurants and say don't give it to the bums outside at the back, sir, because I don't understand it. If it's good food, feed the people. But this oppressor is the devil.
That's a true point. Concert. Because they told us one time we was when I was a kid, we was like we was like hanging around like, and we was looking at the people at the McDonald's, right? And they was throwing all the food away, and we was like, why y'all throwing it in the trash? Right. We have to throw it in the trash. Right. I can't give it to nobody. We have to throw it in the trash. Wow. So
right. That is crazy. That's America.
Damn right.
Got hungry people.
Right. Free food.
And it's not that America, like, if America got enough money to house all the homeless, to feed all the homeless, man. Right. You understand? It's just they don't want to, man, because we the Lord chosen people. Right. You know what I'm saying? And just like a slave, man, you want to give him bare minimum just so he can survive. Right. You ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna give him just enough so he can survive. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You give him enough, he gonna have all that energy, he might overcome them. Back in the day, you think about it back in the slave days. Right. On the plantations, they was giving them bare minimum. Mm-hmm. They was giving them scraps, getting chitlins and stuff like that. Right. Giving them the bare minimum. Right.
So lock it just enough so they can just keep coming back.
Damn right.
Keep needing me.
Right.
The devil. That's unbelievable.
That's what they do to some animals, the pigs and stuff.
Right, like, to keep them hungry, sir.
Keep them hungry and stuff, man, and keep them. Like I don't know how to say it, like
right.
How you say it? Like you keep depending on your oppressor and stuff like that.
Damn right.
But let me see. Read on.
Verse 9, sir. I'll start. The 7th year, the year of release is at hand, and thy eye be evil against thy poor brother, and thou givest him not, and he cry unto the Lord against thee, and it be sin unto thee.
Where we at?
Into verse 9, sir.
Okay, come.
Verse 10, thou shalt surely give him, and thy heart shall not be grieved when thou givest unto him, because that for his thing the Lord thy God shall bless thee in all thy works, and in all that thou puttest thine hand unto.
Start at 10, because I was lost.
Verse 10, thou shalt surely give him, and thine heart shall not be grieved when thou givest unto him, because that for this thing the Lord thy God shall bless thee in all thy works.
Man, and that's just having love for your nation, man.
That's right.
You understand? The Lord's gonna bless you, man.
Damn right.
You understand? You see a homeless man out there, they ain't gonna say it like that. You see your brother out there in need, man, you should want to help your brother, man.
Damn right.
Especially as a priest, man, that's your duty.
Damn right.
And once you hear this truth, man, it don't even matter if priest or not, man. Right. That's your brother, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You quick to help the oppressor out. You know what I'm saying? We quick to lend a hand out for the oppressor.
Right.
But when it comes to our brothers, man, we look at each other like that's our enemies, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that brother stole the gram, or he stepped on my J's when the oppressor then murdered our whole, you know what I'm saying? Then wiped out nations, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Wiped out the native Indians.
Right.
But We want to celebrate his holiday. We want to join in hand. You understand? We want to get together with the oppressor. We want to live in their neighborhoods.
Right.
You understand?
Salakia, sir. I never felt that way until I got into the truth. Like I never felt. I was raised like we used to laugh at them. Right. We used to make fun of the bums and, you know, the brother that's, you know, on crack and on dope. We used to laugh at them. But now it's like it's a, you know, it's hurtful now. It's hurtful to see my brother and my sisters out there just, you know, lost in the sauce, you know, because I know that this oppressor has done this to them. And now I'm looking at it like, oh man, we got so much work to do, you know. So concert.
And that could have been, you know, if it wasn't for the truth, that could be all of us.
Damn right.
That could be us.
Damn
man.
right.
You know, I was homeless before this truth.
Damn
you know
right.
What I'm saying? Like that can be us, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's our job to make sure that, you know, that our children don't be like that.
Damn right.
We can get them off of drugs. Because this truth, man, this man, that's why we send them prayers up, man.
Right.
Give us the power to heal.
Right.
All manner of sickness.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why we send them prayers up, man, because there's power in this. Man.
Right.
The Lord is giving us power right now. You know what I'm saying? That we can turn our brothers, you know what I'm saying, get them off of drugs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Read on.
End of 10, sir.
Con.
And in all that thou puttest thine hand unto.
The Lord will bless you, man. Anything you put your hand to, man.
Right.
You understand? Captain, you go out what, man? Making these garments. You know what I'm
right.
talking about? You know, he put his hand, you know what I'm talking about? Hey, anything, man. Anything you put your hand up to.
Yeah.
Training and stuff, man.
Damn right.
You can do this food business and stuff like that, man. Anything,
right.
You know, the Lord will bless you, man.
Damn right.
You know, anything you put your hand upon, man.
That's right.
Like, always put the work of the Lord first.
Damn
you know
right.
What I'm saying? None of that matters, man. You know, that's extra.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's you know, how you say it, man. That's just, you know what I'm saying, like, but you know, your duty is to serve the Most High.
Damn right.
And everything else is how you say it, like it's like you know what I'm saying, you do that on your off time. You know what I'm saying? You know, in your spare time. But other than that, man, we serve the Lord.
That's right.
You know.
Verse 11. For the poor shall never cease out of the land. Therefore I command thee, saying, thou shalt open thy hand wide unto thy brother.
Unto thy oppressor.
Unto thy brother.
Chinese.
Unto thy brother.
Africans.
Unto thy brother.
Unto thy brother, man. You understand? We don't give a damn about these heathen nations, man.
Right.
You understand? If you were a heathen nation, you can drop dead.
That's
man.
right.
You understand? The Lord didn't tell us to, you know, care for them. You understand? He didn't tell us to care for Ukraine.
Right.
Or care for Russia. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The hell with them nations or African.
Right.
Or Africa.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? We care. The Lord said to look out for your brother, man. Care for your brother.
Right.
Which is the so-called 12 tribes of Israel.
That's right.
Read on.
To thy poor and to thy needy in thy land. Verse 12. And if thy brother in Hebrew man.
Hold on. Nah. Chinese.
Hebrew man.
African.
Hebrew man.
Read on.
Or in Hebrew woman.
Damn right.
Right. Be sold unto thee and serve thee 6 years. Then in the 7th year thou shalt let him go free from thee.
So they're saying if you was to buy, you know, a Hebrew man or a Hebrew woman, you know, your brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to let him go. And just look at the oppressor, man. They still haven't let us go, man. You understand? We've been, you know, in captivity for I don't know how long, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? By many nations, man. Read on.
Verse 13. And when thou sendest him out free from thee, thou shalt not let him go away empty.
Man, that's just, man, you can't tell me that, you know, the scriptures ain't all about brotherhood, man.
Right.
You understand? Like, this is true love right here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you don't even get that in the goddamn oppressor's military.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You get a goddamn discharge, you would get nothing. You got all these veterans, you didn't risk your life out here. And you out here on these streets homeless, man.
Right.
That's why, man, we need to separate, man. We should have never joined in hand. We should never want to fight in their militaries.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They out here killing us. Why would we want to fight for a nation that's killing us?
Right.
Read on.
Verse 14. Thou shalt furnish him liberally out of thy flock, and out of thy floor, and out of thy winepress, of that wherewith
the Lord thy God hath blessed thee, thou shalt give unto him. Verse 15, and thou shalt remember that thou wast a bondman in the land of Egypt, and the Lord thy God redeemed thee. Therefore, I come.
And man, it's a lot, man.
That's heavy.
Like, that's damn right,
That's
man.
heavy.
Because then, like I said, I was homeless 2 years ago, man. So I ain't gonna never forget what this truth done for me.
Damn right.
I was a bond man in Egypt.
Damn right.
I was a bond man in America, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I will never forget that the Lord done blessed me, man.
Right.
That's why I got to make it my duty, man, to keep doing the will of the Lord, man.
That's right.
And helping wake up other brothers, man, no matter what, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
So like you said, they said the fear of the Lord is beginning of wisdom.
That's right.
This is wisdom right here.
That's right.
Like,
damn right. Read on.
And the Lord thy God redeemed thee. Therefore, I command thee this thing today. That's
damn
heavy.
Right. Damn right.
Today. He commanding you. Like, wow. Verse 16. And it shall be, if he say unto thee, I will not go away from thee, because he loveth thee, and thine house, because he is well with thee. Verse 17. Then thou shalt take an awl and thrust it through his ear unto the door, and he shall be thy servant forever.
And you know, and you understand that. You remember how you know you do that thing for like a cow and cattle? Yeah, man. So he said, man, if he don't want to go, he don't gotta go, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he you know, he's happy with you. You know, he thirst with you.
Right.
So make him your servant forever.
Right.
Read on.
And also unto thy maidservant thou shalt do likewise.
Right, read on.
Verse 18. It shall not seem hard unto thee when thou sendest him away free from thee, for he hath been worth a double hired servant to thee, in serving 6 years, these 6 years, and the Lord thy God shall bless thee in all that thou doest. Verse 19. All the firstling males that come of thy herd and of thy flock thou shalt sanctify unto the Lord thy God. Thou shalt do no work with the firstling of thy bullock, nor shield the firstling of thy sheep. Verse 20. Thou shalt eat it before the Lord God, which the Lord shall choose, thou and thy household. Verse 21. And if there be any blemish therein, as if it be lame or blind, or have any ill blemish, thou shalt not sacrifice it unto the Lord thy God.
And what do you think that means, Warrior?
It said every year by year.
Or anybody, you know what I'm saying? Not you, Cap. So it's saying, and if there be any blemish therein, talking about like a bullock or a lamb, if there be any blemish therein, if it be lame or blind or have any ill blemish, thou shalt not sacrifice it unto the Lord thy God. You understand what they're saying?
Well, yeah, I know the Salakia. The Lord, of course, it needs to be like he's told what he told Cain and Abel, right in the beginning, like give me the best. You know what I mean? The Lord requires the best. You know, if he's going to give it to you, he's going to require it of you. You know what I mean? So, anything that any add on he gives to you or anything like that, you need to give him the best of anything that you have.
That's it right there. That's it right there. You don't want to get the Lord one-legged lamb or what I'm saying, lamb that can barely walk. You want to give them the absolute best. You don't want to make no sacrifice unto the Lord.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You want it to be absolutely the best, man. That's basically what that's saying right there. And that's for any high holy day. You know what I'm saying? You want to give it to your best.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're making a sacrifice for the Lord. All these high holy days, it's not, you know what I'm saying? And people don't understand it. Like, oh, well, it's going to you. You giving it to it's going to y'all.
Damn right.
You give it to the priests and prophets, man. The
Right.
Lord don't want for nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You give it to the priests and prophets, that means you giving it to the Lord.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't be like Cain.
Yeah, don't be like Cain, man.
Right.
Damn right, we don't.
It's a lot. Verse 22, thou shalt eat it within thy gates. The unclean and the clean person shall eat it alike, as the roebuck and as the hart.
You know.
Verse 23, only thou shalt not eat the blood thereof. Thou shalt pour it upon the ground as water.
Right. So now we're gonna get in the Hebrew. Yeah, we're gonna start at Deuteronomy Chapter. I'm supposed to only read 7, but anyway,
we went through that.
Yeah, that was a good scripture though.
Damn right.
Yeah, you just try to do your best. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Come.
I don't know about that one right here.
Just read the character by itself.
You know? So like, look, the funny thing about the what he just read. Now look, the Most High telling us not to eat with blood. That be with blood. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Come on, sir.
Bring that.
Come. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why we got
all the meat except chicken. They eat with the blood.
Right.
All the time.
So like they eat the heart, right? As soon as they kill it, man. And that just tells you that we're not in our land.
Right.
That we are in captivity. You know what I'm saying? Because we are, following after, and you know what I'm saying? And a lot of black people, we want to follow after them. You know what I'm saying? Because we grow up with them and we want to do exactly what they do, not knowing that the Lord said to be separate. And the Lord said to, not learn it, not the way of the heathen.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To come out of her, so we won't be partaking of her plagues.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's lucky. Like there's, medium rare and
right,
mine's rare. Barely don't put it on there long. Just for 2 seconds. Put it on that heat.
Right.
It's disgusting to be honest, sir. Okay, what do you want me to do here? So, you want me to read the first verse, or how you want me to write this out?
It's you started, right there to the left or to the right, and you can sound it out. I'll be right there with you.
I think this is Hebrew or no?
We in the Blue Letter Bible, Deuteronomy 16:1 in the Hebrew.
You're gonna have to help me out because this is like a Syrian to me.
It is Syrian.
Yeah.
Okay.
I ain't learned that yet. I got
All right, so
Shamawar.
I read it in the Hebrew,
Right.
If you don't know the Syrians,
Shamawar. Okay.
Kadash. Ha'abayab. Wa'ishayah. Pekah. La Yahweh. Allah Yahan. Kaya. Bakadash. Ba'abayab. Watazayah on Yahweh. Allah Hayan. Matazavayab. Layalaha. Verse 2. Wazabakah. Fatah. La Yahweh. And don't think I'm just doing this thing all perfectly. I just read it the best I can. This Hebrew ain't no joke. The thing is, we take the time to learn ABC.
Right.
We don't want to take the time to learn our own identity, our own language. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we gonna get it, once we get the Hebrew classes popping, man.
Yeah, right.
Allah Hayan. Sazaan. Wabakwar. Bamakuwan. Ashar. Yabakar. Yahweh. Lashakan. Shemawa. Sham. Verse 3. La'ah. Ha'akal. Aliyam. Aliyah. Kamatazah. Sama'aita. Yamayam. Ka'akal. Alayah. Matazawath. Laham. Anaya. Kaya. Baka Pasawan. Yataza'ath. Ma'aratazah. Matazavayam. Lamaiwan. Lazakar. Ath. Yawam. Tazadak. Ma'aratazah. Ma'aratazayam. Call. Yamayam. Yamaya. Yamaya. Kayayak. Verse 4. Walak. Wala'ah. Yara'ah. Lakah. Sha'ar. Bakal. Yabalak. Saba'aita. Yamayam. Wala'ah. Yalayan. Man. Habashar. Ashar. Hazabak. Ba'arab. Bayawam. Haba Ashawan.